Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with the first of the Little Mermaid live action sets that I'm going to be reviewing. So today we have the Little Mermaid Ariel and Prince Eric set. They are very cute. They are very basic. There is no articulation on these dolls. Prince Eric's pants are molded, and and her dress is a little more basic than the one that comes on the solo pack. But we are going to take a look at them out of the box and see if they are worth the $30 price point. So at $15 a doll, and the only way to get Prince Eric, I picked this set up at Target today on release day for retail, because I was a little worried that Prince Eric was going to sell out because it's the only way to get him. So we are going to take a look at them. So let's see what the back of the packaging looks like. So it's very cute. There's a little bit over here. We've got item numbers for Ursula and the solo mermaid Ariel, and a QR code for more information about the movie. The description on the back reads, "The Little Mermaid reimagines the beloved story of Ariel, a curious mermaid who longs to experience life on land and finds herself on an unexpected journey of self-discovery." That's okay. It's a nice description. The artwork back here is pretty good. We do get this random little mermaid like piece. I'm not sure what it's actually for. Here is the UPC to help you find it in stores. It does show up on Target's website, so you should be able to find it that way. Let's see what these two look like out of the box. Box opens up pretty easily. So there they are outside of the box. They look pretty good. So, very cute, very basic. So let's get them free. So I'm going to talk about Prince Eric first because he is the exclusive doll in this set. So we're going to tilt them down, and we're going to free him from this plastic prison. Now the big question will be whether or not his boots are actually molded onto his legs, or if they are free. So let's find that out real quick. Okay. All right, good. So he can take his boots off, which is good because I can find pants that look sort of like this. It's not going to be easy, but it's basically just khaki pants. And his shirts, the vest is separate, and the shirt velcros in the back. So that's good. So it's two pieces, which is nice. I actually expected this to be one solid piece. His head is the new Ken head, so it'll go onto our made-to-move bodies really easily. So that's good. He is a weird skin tone. We're going to look at the skin tone real quick and see who he matches. I was thinking he's going to match like Cam or the ginger one, maybe? Let's see. So here's him against the ginger. So no, not that one. Definitely not. This is him against the BMR Asian. Again, too light. Here's him against Sean. Still a little too tan. So not Sean. Let's see. Well, here's him with the new wheelchair Ken. And that's too tan. Here's him with the standard wheelchair Ken. Still a little bit too tan. Here's him with Cam. So Cam might be our closest, but it's still not any great matches for him, unfortunately, because he's just a unique skin tone. It seems like it. So I think actually probably gonna look best on a Sean, which is unfortunate because he's a little bit harder to come by. I think Sean is the closest that we get. Oh, let me compare to our this guy. Okay, so if we make him maybe this one instead. It's still a little too tan, but it would work. But unfortunately, I don't think his fashions would fit him really well because he's already on like a slimline body. So probably a Sean is going to be your best bet if you're going to rebody him. Just from the options that we currently have available, because he does not have articulation at the elbow or the wrist, his knees, or his ankles. So he's very cool though, but a pretty decently molded head. The face up looks pretty good. He's a 2022 sculpt for Mattel and Disney. So looks good. He sits all right. Unfortunately, this does look like it might be the only doll that we get of him before the movie comes out. I do say before the movie comes out because there's a good chance that we get a finale outfit with him. We all know how the story of The Little Mermaid goes. Like, there's a wedding at the end. Spoiler. But so we might get a finale look for him with like a wedding 2-pack or something like that. But not guaranteed. So let's look at our Hallie. So here is our Ariel. Let me get the rest of this out so I can get this box out of the way before we talk about her. Okay, here's her little bag. Very cute. Here is the little mermaid statue thing. It's a very random little accessory. I wonder what role it's gonna play in the movie. I'm gonna put her in the bag. Okay, and we get a nice backdrop of the castle. If you took everything out, you could maybe Mod Podge over these cracks and get a pretty decent backdrop of this. But not really the point of this video. Okay. So here we have Ariel. She looks very cute. This is a molded piece and not a fabric piece on her, which is kind of nice, except for the fact that we have to deal with those big staples in the side of her head. Ooh. Her hair is a combination of twist and straight hair. Very fun. This is all one piece. The corset is not its own piece on this outfit. She does have little boots. These are what her feet look like. And we're going to do a quick test to see if they fit. This is a regular bodied wheelchair doll. Okay. So they do stay on. They're a little loose, considering I feel like her feet are the same size. They're actually not. So the feet are actually a little bit bigger on this doll, which is kind of surprising because she is shorter, like very short. Now, compared to the doll that you can buy on her own, she is wearing the boots. The other doll has sandals. So it's very cute. No articulation at the elbows or the wrist, but a pretty decent body. That's what she looks like. Now let me try to show you guys some of her possible color matches. So we have got a couple of different, oh, I don't think I showed this guy for him. Still a little bit too tan, but there's also this guy. So we have got a couple of different options for our Ariel. So here is the most common that I think will be a decent match for her. It's not perfect, but it's not bad for what we have. So we have those. And there's also our we have the blue one, who is again a little dark, but not a horrible match for what we have, because she is in that mid-tone that we don't really have true made-to-move bodies for yet. But we will see. Let's see, I've got this petite Tamika. Is going to keep that same body size and not be too terribly far off on the body. You can tell it more on the legs. She's a shade darker, but she's going to keep that size. Because look at the way they're sitting. They are the same size. She's a petite doll. And then there's also the option to have our new Barbie looks, who's in a petite as well. But she's actually going to be on the lighter end. Let me show y'all that one. So we have this one. And she's actually a little lighter than her, but it's really close. Like, if you're looking at that and that, it's pretty close. And she's also a petite. So the petite Carl is going to be probably your best match for Ariel. Just in general, it's going to be the best one. There are some that are out there in the articulated bodies that are a decent match, but that's like a as you find them. I'm not sure I could identify which ones off the top of my head. I just know the made to moves. So we have those options. So no really good options for Eric, unfortunately, right now. Pretty good option for Ariel, which is good. This outfit is a little bit cheap for a $30 doll set, because the ruffles are there. They're not hemmed on this edge, really. The sleeves are fine. I would have preferred this corset to be a separate piece. That would have been nice. And I would have preferred for these to actually have ruffles, considering this isn't a $30 doll set and not like a $20 doll set. I would think this set would be about $20. If I was just looking at it and I didn't know what I had paid for it, I would say this was a $20 set, but it's a $30 set. So if you guys are trying to find Prince Eric, this is your only option, unfortunately. But he's really good. He is in that weird yellowish tone that we have like 2 Ken fashionistas of. So I think there is a decent one. There's a decent match for this in Integrity Toys, but that's even bigger than a Made to Move broad. So kind of just take as you need. But I will probably put Ariel onto an articulated body at the very least, but there are articulated Ariels already. So this Ariel may not get added to the final collection. Eric is the only way to get him. So if you guys have any questions on these, let me know in my comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like, and as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.